Alright guys, so today we are going to be tearing apart the motor down to get to the water pump. I got a screen for where the water inlet is, and then I also got a exhaust seal. I've already taken it all apart and checked my water pump because it would stop sucking water that last time I went out, and the water pump all looks good, so I'm hoping that it's nothing, but I'm going to throw these parts in and we're going to fire the boat up and hope it all works. I'm going to go through this informatively but quickly so it's not a 20-30 minute video. So let's dive on in and get the cover removed. Alright, we got the cover off. We are in the motor. Sorry for the glare from the sun. It's kind of in bad placement of where it is. So to start, we're going to have to take off these 3 starter bolts, and we're just going to do this quickly with a snap, but this bottom one will be your biggest pain, so let's just get that off. And just like that, it's off. So I just kind of have it hanging here. We are going to have to turn the battery on to tilt the motor eventually to get it off. But now, let's see if I can, okay, yeah, you guys can see that thing right there. I'll put a little pointer on the screen. So you got to undo that. It's a 3/8 bolt, and that undoes your transmission linkage. And then everything you have to do up top is complete. So let's get that off. Okay, you got that little thing out. And there it is, kind of a pain to reline it up as well. It turned out to be a 7/16. So we got that all done, so now we're going to lift the motor. You guys can see the starter doesn't touch anything, but if that does touch something, it's going to create a short. So, it'd probably be better to not be this close to a bush, but I didn't feel like moving the boat. Alright, so we got 1, 2 on both sides, and then we have, oh boy, you can see this, we have one there, and then one there. You have to take the first one off to get to the second one, and then the whole thing should just drop right out. So, let's do that. So what I like to do is leave this bolt for last because it supports the motor evenly, or fairly evenly. So you do this one last, and then the whole thing slides out, and we'll throw it on our makeshift bench bucket thing. So this is my little makeshift stand here. It's just a bucket full of wood. The skag sits in between. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take off these 4 bolts here and this O-ring up here, and that should all just pop right off the water pump. Get the bolts out. When you slide it up, you want to make sure that you don't lose this little keyway right here, and that's what makes the whole water pump work. This little tiny piece of plastic. So if missing that, a pump won't spin and you're screwed. So you want to pop this O-ring off up here. That should be right here. I don't know why it's down there, but we'll pop that off real quick, and then we're ready to slide this up. Okay, the bottom plate stayed, and there you go. You can see your impeller, all that stuff, so we won't really mess with any of this. And then we're going to slide up our plate here. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. And our screen right here just slides down in that hole. We got our screen, and it just slides right on down in the hole. Boom, just like that. Probably push it a little bit so it clicks in. Going further than I thought. Needs a longer. Alrighty. And there we go. I guess you can't really tell because I got these on there. And there you go. There's the screen. Back in the side where I was missing. I'm thinking that's why I was, there we go. Why I sucked in the debris and I stopped pumping water, because my water pump does look fine. So now we just reverse the process for the most part. Oh, and I also got this exhaust seal here because mine is seeming a little, seen better days here. And as you guys can see, everything in here is all black. I don't know if I can, let's see if I can capture in here. Maybe, but maybe not. It's all coated in the black. Let's see if I can block out some of the glare. because the exhaust is leaking out of that seal. So I'll put that seal on, put it back together, we'll throw it back together, and we will start the boat up and see if everything is working as it should. A little side note, if you are doing the water pump, you want to make sure you put the impeller end in the direction the motor is spinning, because if you put it in the other direction, it'll possibly disintegrate, put a lot of strain on it. I don't know if it'll flip back. And then also, you want to put some kind of lubricant, like soap or something in there, that'll help it start spinning again if it's a new one. So your motor rotation goes clockwise, I think. Yeah. But you can just check that real easy before you ever start taking it apart. Is, you know, take your motor cover off and start the starter and see which way the engine is spinning, and then that'll give you your reference point. So let's slap this back in. Alright, everything is all back together. Motor's down. We're going to do what we should have done at the beginning. Pull her forward, hook the rabbit ears and the hose up, and we're going to see if she's pumping water. Alright, let's slip our little rabbit ear thingies on here, because you can't tell if you got water if you don't have water. Sure we're covering both sides real good. Our hose. Screw our hose on. Hose is on. Hooked up. Let's go turn some water on. And right there, I just realized I forgot to rehook up the hose that spits the water out the side. Much better. Well, there you go. Everything seems to work. That's interesting. Everything seems to be working pretty good. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and have a great day.